Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine at your lovely place. So dear students, today we read the poem, okay? And this poem for +1 class, clear? The name of this poem is Childhood, okay? Written by Marcus Nathan, okay? Marcus Nathan is the writer or poeter of this poem. The name of this poem is Childhood, and this is for your book Hornbill, clear? And it is the 6th poem, clear? So here the poem is Childhood, written by Marcus Nathan. In this poem the poet laments the loss of his childhood. इस पोइम में यहाँ पर पोएट ही एक्सप्लेन हिज loss of childhood. When he grew up, on that time he realized that he had lost his childhood. Okay, so what are the things, or what are the main things which he lost, means that poet lost, that we read in this poem. Okay, so here the first, this stanza here: when did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography, and therefore could not be? Was that the day? So here the poet said that, now when did my childhood go? Now here in this line the poet said that he suddenly realized. Who? Poet means Marcus Nathan. Marcus Nathan suddenly realized that he lost his child. He has lost his childhood, and where that childhood go? Okay, the poet realized that where his childhood go. Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Ceased means to stop, means when he, on the time when he realized that he has lost his childhood, and where he had lost it. Okay, and where he had lost it. Was it the day I ceased to be 11? When he was in 11 years old, after he going to on that time he going to his 12th year. On that time, okay, जब जो poet now explain, जब वो 11th years अपने 11th years cover कर रहा है, and then he go to the 12th years, on that time he realized he had lost his childhood, and that totally ceased. Ceased means it's a stop, finish, means end, clear? So was it the time I realized that hell and heaven? On that time, when, what is the time? On that time was he realized that the heaven and hell, means swarg or narg, were no real place. On that time when he was in 12th years old, on that time he realized that hell and heaven were no real place. Clear? Before that age, मतलब जब वो 7 or 8 years old था, तब on that time poet realized that hell and heaven are there. But जब वो 12th years का होता है, on that time he realized that the hell and heaven were no real place. Clear? On that could not be found in geography. What could not be found in geography? Okay, on that time the poet realized that he could not found anywhere in books on geography, means books on geography means is could not found in any place of this earth. What? That is childhood. Okay, So here Marx Nathan explained this, the childhood, okay, that childhood could not be found in any place of this world. Clear? They were just product of imaginations. Means that childhood memories only product the imaginations. Okay, so they could not found anywhere on this earth. Was that the day? So where or what day it could be when he lost his childhood. So this is the first stanza for your poem childhood. Okay, I again explain to you, when did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to go 11? I ceased to go 11 means the year of 11 must be stopped and the year of 12 is coming. Okay, so that's time he realized that hell and heaven were no place in this world and his childhood could not found in any part of this earth. So that's why therefore could not be was that the day. So वो childhood के दिन अब नहीं है. Okay, I hope this clear to you. Now the next stanza. Okay, here again poet says that, when did my childhood go? Again on the same word, where when he had lost his childhood. Who? Poet. The name of the poet is Marcus Nanton. Okay, was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seems to be? They talk of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? So here the poet said that it could be the time. कौन सा टाइम हो सकता था? When he realized that adult means जब हमारा बचपन खत्म होता है और हम उससे यंग एज में आते हैं, दैट्स इज द एडल्ट एज. ओके, एंड व्हेन ही वाज इन एडल्ट मीन्स जब वो एडल्ट हो जाता था या एडल्ट हो गया, व्हेन ही इज एडल्ट, ऑन दैट टाइम ही रियलाइज दैट दे मीन्स दैट एडल्ट वर नॉट व्हाट दे सीम्ड, दैट he realized the adult were not what they seem to be. Means adult वो नहीं है जो वो दिखते हैं. They were that adult were talked about love, preached of love, but they didn't know the actual meaning of that love. Okay, in his childhood means उनके childhood में the poet used to think that the adult were really loving and caring. Okay, means on when the poet was in childhood time, on that time he feel that adult were really loving and caring. But जब वो खुद adult हुआ, on that time he realized that the adult were talked about love and preached of love, but actually they can only do this only by actions. Okay, not by loving. They are not so loving. What did not act so loving? They did not act so loving. Was that the day? Okay, so again poet said that he has lost his childhood. He found the hypocrisy of the adult. Okay, clear? So this is the second stanza. Now next one, this is the third stanza. Here again poet said, when did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine, to use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people, what my own and my alone? Was that the day? Here again poet say that he had lost his childhood. He says that it could perhaps be the time when he felt different from others. Okay, on this time the poet feel that he was different, or he is a different person for others. Okay, he realized that his mind was really his own mind, मीन्स उसका दिमाग जो है वो उसका अपना ही दिमाग है. In other words, in other way, we can say that on that time poet realized that mind thought, okay, the thought which had produced in his mind, that thoughts are only that poet. मीन्स जो थॉट या थिंकिंग जो भी है वो जो उसके पोइट के माइंड में आ रही है वो सिर्फ उसकी ही है. क्लियर? सो ही हैड एन इंडिपेंडेंट माइंड which he could use any way he liked. His thought were not the thought of other people. Okay, his thought were not the thought of other people, but my own and my alone. That thoughts are only his thought. Clear? So here again poet says that it was perhaps in this ego that he lost his childhood. Clear? So now this one is the last stanza. Where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant face. That's all I know. Now here the poet said that he had lost his childhood, or his childhood has gone away. He says that it has gone to some forgotten place. Okay, and it could be hidden in some infant. Infant means छोटा बच्चा. Okay, उस जो स्मॉल चाइल्ड, जो भी छोटा बेबी, दैट्स उसके फेस में, और मीन्स वो जो चाइल्डहुड है वो उसके फेस में है. एंड ऑन द ओनली थिंग ही से अबाउट इट, द पोइट मीन्स द चाइल्डहुड रिमेन ओनली एज लॉन्ग एज वन इन एन इन्फेंट. As one grow in years, the innocence of the childhood starts disappearing. Means जैसे जैसे बड़े होते हैं the childhood जो बचपन है that start disappearing. Okay, so that's all for this poem, and it is a very interesting poem. So here poet explain his feelings about his childhood. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.